you are doing the right things. You are journaling and understanding yourself. You're writing. When you write, you control your thoughts way more than when you do anything else, more than meditating, more than listening to guidance or a book or anything. Controlling your thoughts can be like your biggest challenge. But what happens? It's impossible to control your thoughts. What you can control is the way you react to them because they exist and they're going to happen all the time. You're going to have negative thoughts and positive thoughts. But what is going to make the difference is the way you react to them. For example, I was in a very vulnerable time just a week ago, or less than a week ago, a few days ago, lacking energy so much for like an entire week. And I run a business with my husband. I have people that rely on me. My husband relies on me for responsibilities that we have in common. But I was depleted of energy, and I couldn't do much. And I knew it wasn't healthy if I try to push myself. So because of me being vulnerable, so because of this situation where I was feeling depleted, tired, and sad, it was easier to cut up on the negative thoughts. Plus, I was in pain. So it was easier for me to think and pay attention to the negative thoughts. But what happens? I have developed an awareness that I never thought I could have. So as I was listening to these thoughts that are so realistic in the way they can make me feel bad about myself, like your business needs you and you're not showing up, or things that actually really hurt me to think about or just to hear in my head. So as I was thinking this, I thought, you know what? I I don't I don't really want to do this. I thought I'm just going to grab my iPad and write from the position that I am because I was laying down and just express what I'm feeling. So as I started writing, I noticed this extreme focus that I was having in what I was writing. Have you ever seen those videos where they show you like how it feels to be in a place where there's a lot of people talking and then you go into isolation, maybe you put on headphones and you don't hear anything else? Well, this happened to me. I was by myself, no music, no sounds, nothing, just my thoughts. But they were very loud. Like if people was actually talking to me. What did I do? I decided to journal and write. So when I started writing, I became so focused in just doing this. It was so powerful because it requires physical energy, emotional energy, spiritual energy, and mental energy to write. It stopped. It immediately stopped. All these thoughts that were so loud that I was hearing, they eventually became super quieter. I even forgot that I was in pain. And few minutes later, I recovered a little bit of more energy. And I just found this so powerful, so powerful. It's one decision that you take. You are in this spiral, in this loop of negative thoughts, not feeling good about yourself, having no energy, but you decided to react to the negative thoughts in a whole different way than you ever thought because your mind gets comfortable with what it knows. So it's like, oh, we've done this so many times. This is what I know. Let's just bring back the negativity and the thoughts that give you less energy so that you can rest because you need to rest. I am going to rest, but I'm not going to do it in a way that makes me feel guilty or that makes me feel less about myself. Like it makes me feel bad about myself. So I didn't allow that. The only way you can control your thoughts is by controlling how you react to them and what you do about it. So, next time that you're feeling sad, depleted, and you start feeling guilty, you feel all these emotions, you feel regret, they are all negative emotions. Decide how you want to react to them and see them as like you are the observer and you're like the therapy. You're like, okay, tell me more about it. I'll write down what is happening. And as you write down, you become the observer and you stop focusing and feeling all of this negativity, feeling these emotions in your whole body. I'm not saying that you need to get rid of them. They're fine. It's cool that they come because they teach you so much. You learn so much. And by learning how to react to them, I can't explain you where it can put you. So days later, I'm recovering my energy. I'm feeling so much better. I am much more positive. Thanks to journaling, I can look back and think, wow, this is what I've done. I just see this as something so powerful. Writing can change your life. And I wish I knew this sooner. As soon as I finished high school, I thought, I don't really want to keep writing. I actually hate it because I was writing things that I didn't care about, first of all. Second of all, every time the teacher was saying the words out loud, I would be a little bit slow, so I would forget. It was a way of reprogramming or whatever it was that just didn't felt right. But now learning about myself became like the most important thing. And I would say this, you should do this as well. And I don't see it in a way as, oh, you're such a narcissist. You only care about yourself. No, it's like if you were an Olympic, you will want to choose a sport that you are the best at and the one that brings you the most joy, right? So in order to do that, you need to study yourself and practice. Imagine that you want to get there and you're like, all right, every time I eat pasta, I feel more tired, I feel more inflamed, and I can't perform the way I want. So you study this and you're like, okay, so this doesn't work. Let's try something else. So you try eating broccoli or eating just vegetables and you feel more energetic. You feel better. So you write this down, you track yourself, your energy, what you eat, how you feel, and you choose the best thing to go further with, right? So life is the same way. You are already an Olympic in life, but you have to study yourself, you have to understand yourself, and learn how to react to the things that happen to you, even to your thoughts. That's the most important thing. But this is all I wanted to share about today. I hope you really like this video. If you like this type of content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I would love to see you on my next video. Bye.